Hello, hello guys. Good evening. Welcome to another class. Let me check if I'm audible. If I can continue. Okay, I think I'm audible enough. You can hear myself. So, like I told you guys, I'll be introducing you to Tableau Desktop. So let me before we start. So what's Tableau? Tableau is a data analytic platform just like our Power BI, just that the features differs one from another. one from another. And there is currently hot debates about which one is better. Some people say Tableau is better, some say Power BI is better. But I always believe in what works for you is better. Okay, and Tableau is also friendly like Power BI, and it has plenty online resources too where you can learn from. Some people get lazy after learning Power BI and then you're introducing them to Tableau. They get lazy learning it. But Tableau is also a very great tool. I, for one, personally prefer Power BI to Tableau, but Tableau is also a very great tool, and I recommend it for anyone who is going into data analysis. So for today is just going to be an introduction. Then I will wrap up the introductory class by the next broadcast. So let's see what we can cover for today. So Tableau to get Tableau, it's very simple. I told you guys that Tableau has a trial period. So to get Tableau, let me start sharing my screen now. Yeah, screen. Just like this. Okay. So to get Tableau, it's very simple. Just on your search bar, just write Tableau. And I think it should pop up. Okay. So if you're using Chrome, you should see this here as a download Power BI. So you can click on the download. On this download Power BI, you take it directly to where you download your Power BI from. And then if you're using Edge, once you just type your Tableau, you will get to download. You click on this download here. Okay. So let's continue with our Chrome. So over here, once you've done that, you have to fill this form. Okay, it's a very simple form. You fill the form. After filling it, you click on download free trial. Once you are done that, so I've downloaded it before, so we are not going to go through that part. So let me. So once you've downloaded, now this is the Tableau icon. This particular one over here. This is how it looks like. Is that okay? So after you've downloaded, you can go ahead and install it. How your Tableau icon looks like. So I'll double click on my icon. So before my icon open, let me just tell you a few of Tableau. We have the Tableau workbook. It stores visualizations without the source, the data source, and the .tw file extension. That means this one stores visualization. Only times you want to present your client and you don't want them to see your data source, what you will use is your Tableau file, your Tableau workbook. So it will only save only the visuals and not the data type, the data source. Sorry. So you have only visuals and not the data source. I'm being distracted. Sorry. So you have only the visual, not the data source. That's what I'm trying to say. What Tableau workbook does. It will save work if you save your work as just the visuals, okay, you data source. Now it stores the server as the data source. It has a DDS function. What is your data source? Now, if you are connecting to a server or a database, you will need some information about the database. So there are databases that contains password, some contains password, usernames, and all of that. So um, W is all of these informations are saved inside your Tableau data source, and then the extension for this Tableau data source is .tds. Okay, then we have the Tableau bookmark. It stores a worksheet in another Tableau. It has a .tbm file extension. Okay, while we wait for our Tableau to open, what are required is obstructing, but once you click on it requirement, your system requirements, you see all the requirements. Make sure your system is up to the restrictions over here. Okay, so I downloaded my Tableau because yours has expired, so I couldn't use Tableau for anything at all. So I had to uninstall it and install it again. So once you download your Tableau and you run your Tableau desktop, tell you if you want to run the trial version or you've already bought your premium access. Now, if you've not bought your premium access, just like me, you can just run your and then you can use it for 14 days for free. Now, Tableau has been very intelligent in the sense that um, before the cracked version, but now Tableau has become very intelligent that the cracked version no longer has plenty system. Okay, so you will have to just download Tableau from the original Tableau website. Is that okay? So these are the specifications for Windows. You say Windows 8 or 8.1, Windows 10, and Windows 11. Then the minimum system requirement, it says 4 gig RAM or larger. At least you should have 4 gig RAM on your system. Then 2 gig larger. That means on your system you should have at least 2 gig free space on your system. And the CPU should support SS4, SSE4, recommended requirement. Now, this is 7, 16 gig memory. If you have this, your as you can see how my own is lagging behind. I don't think it has opened up now. So let me okay, I think now if you have not opened your tab, if this is the first time you're opening your Tableau, your own will not show you like this. Yours will show you that you should click on you should go an option to go for the 14 days free trial, activate with your product key, or you activate signing into Tableau server. Once you click on your free trial, it will take you to where you should email. Once you register your email, then before it will bring you to this part. Okay, but if you've opened it before, this is what you see now. It's telling me that your product trial ends in 14 days. I told this guy downloaded this today, and so you can see I'm having only 14 days. If I now decide to work with Tableau and activate my Tableau, I will click on this, but I haven't. I'm not planning to at the moment, so I'll just click on continue trials. So once I click on continue trial, let me wait for my web page. Then we'll just do an overview of what is over here and see how we can progress on that. Okay, so these are some of the things I've done on Tableau before. Yes, these are some of the things I've done on my Tableau before. Okay, now if you open Tableau for the first time, uh, I think so, If you're opening Tableau for the first time, you see some of these options, some things other people have done before. So if you want to see like this one, it was saved in under my to-do list, and this is the title. And this other one, same thing on my to-do list. Okay, this should be okay. This was one of the one I will be doing. I've done this already and will still do it again. Then so you can see there are other people's work online. You can just come ahead, click on their work, and you see what they've done using Tableau. If you want to view more, you can click on this view more and see work more that people have done before. Is that okay? So this is where we connect to our data sources. So if you want to connect your data source, there are various kind of data you can connect to. You can connect to a Tableau server. If it is a file are all categories: Microsoft text file, JSON file, Microsoft Access, PDF, spatial files, statistical file, and you can click on more. See more files. Let me click on more. Let's see what kind of files we'll be getting. So if click on more, and then you can just come, you can connect to a server, a web data connector, and then this is where we should click on more to see more. So if your kind of file extension is not over here and it's a file, if you click more, you just go directly into bringing it into Tableau. But if it is a server, this is where we have plenty servers available for use for your data connection. If it's a link, MariaDB, you can see all of them. Then Tableau, maybe you are stuck somewhere. It's simple. I just click on this help, then click here, or you can click on F1. Now if you go, let's go so that you see it, since today is just an introduction. Good. So over here you can search on a specific kind of how should I put it, a help you are looking for. You can just search, maybe using any keyword, and if you don't get it, over here you can see content. Over here you can see, you can browse through plenty of the content here. Let's say you are having issue with creating dashboard, so you can see best dashboard, best effective dashboards, create a dashboard, explore so Tableau also have plenty resources you can learn online. They are connected to video links that you can watch and start Tableau and still just go ahead, then connect and prep data, use Tableau on the web. You can just go ahead and explore. All of these have, some of them have visual and video link attached to them. Is that okay? So back to our Tableau. So let's connect to Excel file. I'll be sending the file to the WhatsApp group soon. I just want us to connect to see how it's done. So I know my file is an Excel file, so I want to connect to an Excel file. Okay, so I'll click on Microsoft Excel. So my file was saved. If you remember, my file I used to, for this class, I saved my file inside in on the music directory on my class resource. So just know where you are saving your file, because you navigate to where you saved your file, possibly without my help. So I'm having it as a sample file. I double clicked on the file. So I'll wait for it to load. See, it's loading. you have a better system, it won't take this long. And as it's loading, it's giving us our time here. I think we use 36 seconds. So good. Now we've connected a data source. Connected a data source. You be you open the Power Query. Okay, guys. Sorry, I had a break in my network. So continue from where we stopped. So I said, unlike Power BI, where if you import your data source, your data, your you click on load, you go to your Power Query before seeing a preview of your data. Here, once you just connect your data, once you just connect your data, let me test and see if I'm audible. Where if you import, okay, I'm audible enough. So over here, you can see a preview of your data over here. So you see your data, a preview of all that is in your data, and then we'll be talking more about this maybe on the next book, on the next live. I'll be telling you more about the live extract. And this is your sheet name. You can rename it if you want. You can say it's connected to a Microsoft Excel, and this is the title of the work. You can add more if you want to add more sources. You can add, and then this if you look at this place here, it's indicating our data source. So if I want to start my analysis, I want to start building chart and all of that, what I will do is to click on sheet 1, to my sheet 1. So this is where I will build my visual. This is where I start my analysis from. So let me just do something simple. Let me say job title. I'm dragging job title into these drop fields so you can see. Okay, so let me bring, so as you can see. So from here, once you've done this, W will give you an option from the visuals available, which one you can use for your date, for the particular table you've created. Is that okay? So you can just go ahead and choose anyone. So anyone you see that is active, that's the one you can use. So I'm just trying to play around with each one of them and see. I think I love these three maps for this data. And this one is also preferable. Okay, this one is also good if you know what you're looking for. It's a table, and I think I love this more. Okay, and then for Tableau, you can't create more than one visual add sheet. Okay, once you add a new, creating all the sheets you can add, you can then now come and click on new dashboard. We'll talk about this later. So let's just save this work and then close for today. So we have it. Save as. So what should we give it? Let me go to where the other works are saved. I'm saving it on that Tableau. So let me put it as first visual. Is that okay? So I can decide to remove all of this one after the other, and then clear workbook. So thank you guys. See you guys next time. Do I want to say the changes I just did now? No, I don't want.